Hello, viewers. This is Sensei Michael from Screen Reviews, bringing you a new podcast from a segment called the Super Sentai Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best not to break your heart during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will contain your adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will contain your adult language. So anyway, if you're over 18, that means you're good to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, let's get into the latest episode of Ryusoulger. So basically, the episode starts off like this. We see Creon. So basically, it starts off like this. We see a new dreadnought general heading towards the headquarters of Creon Watch and Garcia. So basically, we see a new dreadnought general heading towards the headquarters of Creon, Garcia, and Watch. So basically, inside the headquarters, we see Watts and Garcia fighting over Creon, fighting over Creon to see who gets to use them. Who gets to use them to help them with their plan to destroy the researchers and take over Earth? So basically, and that's when the new that's when the new general showed up inside the headquarters, and his name is Price Yes. Yes, his name is Price Yes. So, part is so basically Watch and Gotcha stop fighting over Creon, and there was so you finally show up, Price, yeah. So basically, we know that we failed trying to, our current plan had failed for you. I know our plans had failed, our plans had failed, trying to take over the Earth and destroying the resources. So basically, but now we're gonna work together. Me and Watch gonna work together to get rid of the resources and take over Earth and shit like that. So basically, you don't have to worry about that. But just to let you know that we ain't gonna kiss your ass. So basically, Watch. So we're watching Garcia just we're telling Price that we're gonna work together and take over the Earth and destroy the resources, but we're not gonna kiss your ass. So basically, they were telling Price that we won't take any orders from you. So basically, that's when Price had these two cards in his hand that he used to make copies of Garcia's and Watch's heart. So basically, Price has the ability to use cards to make copies of anything that he wants to. So basically, he used the two cards in his hand to make copies of Watch and so basically, he used the power of these two cards in his hands to make copies of Watch and Garcia's heart. So basically, when he was done making copies of Garcia's and Watch's hearts, he started to crush the copies of their hearts, and that's when Garcia and Watch felt the pain when Price was crushing the cards. So basically, when Price started to cut the cards of the copies of their hearts, Watch and Garcia felt the pain of the pain in their heart. So basically, Price said, I have your life in my hands. So basically, if you do as I say, that will happen to you guys. If you guys don't, you guys are dead son of bitches. So basically, with no choice, but no other choice, Wart and Gotcha had to do whatever Price said tells them to do. So basically, Price is not in charge of, officially Price is in charge of, is in charge of the Dreadnought forces on Earth now. So anyway, Meanwhile, back at Wee Father's lab, Mishi Melt Canal and Asura helping Wee with one of her B-Lot basic. So anyway, back at Wee Father's lab, we see Melt Canal, Asura was helping me with one of her B-Lot bigot, was helping me make a B-Lot bigot video and whatnot. So anyway, it seemed that everyone was helping out except for Cole. So Cole was just sitting there at the desk, staring at space. So basically, everyone assumed that, the others assumed that, he must be still having a hard time after Nada died. So basically, everybody assumed the reason why he's just sitting there all quiet, staring at space, because, he's still grieving over the death of Nada. So anyway, that's when we father came in, hey, what's wrong with Cole? Ever since, hey, what's with Cole was sitting there staring at space ever since Nada left to go do some trading, he just sits there and stares at space. So basically, at this point, we father doesn't know that Nada is dead. So basically, we father doesn't know that Nada is dead. He thinks Nada went off. He thinks Nada left. So anyway. So basically, we father thinks that Nada left, but he doesn't know that Nada is dead. So basically, Nada didn't tell we father that Nada is dead. So basically, we father thinks that Nada is still alive. So anyway, the others was called. So basically, Toa and them called the others to help them fight some Dreadnought. Fortresses and Park along with Gachier. So basically, Toa and Ben called the others. There's a couple near the riverside of the city. There's a couple of Dreadnought fortresses and Glaciers were attacking. So basically, Cole and others, showed up and went to go join Toa and Ben. And that's when Cole tells them that, I'm okay. Tell the others, don't worry, I'm fine. So basically, tell the others that, that he's okay. That he's okay. We showed the others that, I'm fine. I accepted what happened to Nada and whatnot, and him being dead and shit like that. So anyway, basically, Cole the others showed up with Bear and Toa. They morphed up and started to battle. The Dreadnought fortresses and fight Gachier. So basically, Cole used the power of the Max Ryusoulger changer and transformed into his Max Ryusoulger red armor form and started to fight Gachier. So basically, Cole was about to use the finisher attack of the Max Ryusoulger changer on Gachier. And that's when Gachier had one of Price's cards. So basically, when Cole did the attack of the Max, who used the attack of the Max Ryusoulger changer claw against Gachier's card, against Gachier, Gachier used the card to copy the finishing attack of the Max Ryusoulger changer claw attack. So basically, when Cole used the finishing attack of the Max Ryusoulger changer claw attack against Gachier managed to use the card that Price gave him and copy the attack. So basically, the attack that attack Cole did hit Garcias with the attack of the Maxi, so change your claw, but it did not destroy. It did not. The attack did not destroy Garcias, but he managed to copy. He managed to use the card to copy the attack of the Max Ryu. So change your claw, and he went back to the headquarters and gave Garcias the card where gave Garcias the card that was used to copy the attack of the Max Ryu. So change your claw attack, finishing attack. So anyway, so basically, Garcias was happy that that Garcias did a good job of copying the attack of the finishing attack of the Max Ryu, so claw changer. So anyway, so after when Garcias left, the Ryusoulger was happy that, we're kind of happy that, figured that, we're kind of being cocky that, with the Max Ryu changer, we can, we will defeat the Juggernaut forces in no time. And out of nowhere, an arrow came flying next to them, and landed right next to them. Out of nowhere, an arrow landed right next to the Ryusoulgers, and it had a note. So basically, in the note, it was a note from the elder that we saw way back in the first couple of episodes, whatnot. So the elder in the note, the elder wanted to meet with the Ryusoulgers and talk about something. So basically, the elder in the note that it turns out the elder had done a good job with the new truck, and he bought a restaurant. So basically, the elder was working out a new truck, and so basically that business took off, and he bought a restaurant. So anyway, in the note, the other said that I want to talk to you guys. So basically, meet you at my new restaurant. We need to have a serious conversation. So anyway, so the Ryusoulgers went to the other's new restaurant called Kaboom, and when they went inside the restaurant, they see Odo, Kanal's sister, was working as a waitress there. So basically, the others was kind of shocked that was kind of shocked to see Odo there working as a waitress at the elder's new restaurant called Kaboom. So anyway, the elder came came out of the back of the restaurant and started to have a conversation, started to have their serious conversation. So basically, the elder's like, Odo has been here on what you guys have been doing and whatnot. So anyway, so the elder got down to business. So basically, the elder said, I sent a powerful dreadnought force coming to making its way to Earth very soon. So basically, the elder is telling the others that, I sent a powerful dreadnought force coming to, making its way to Earth very soon. So basically, I feel this force might be too powerful for you guys to take down. So basically, Carl was like, so we saw how what do you suggest we should do? So basically, Carl was like, what should we do to stop this force? So basically, the others said, you guys must do the Chris trials. So basically, Carl and the others what are the Chris trials? So what are the Chris trials? And the Chris trials, and the elders friend, the Chris trials are a special trials that helps Ryusoulgers just like you guys to increase your powers. So basically, these trials will help you guys these trials will help you guys increase your powers. That way you can deal with this evil force that's making its way to Earth. That's making it. So basically, the other said these quick tries will help increase you guys' powers, and also help you guys take down this evil force, this evil dreadnought force that is making its way to Earth. So basically, the tries will help you, will help increase your power, your current powers. But you guys should know that each trial is different for each different Ryusoulger. So basically, the quick trials, each trial is different for each Ryusoulger. So the others, each trial has the different are different for each of you Ryusoulgers. So basically, you guys will have to the trials. So basically, the trials were made by Seto a long time ago. So basically, all you guys need to go is climb a mountain, and there's a pedestal with the Ryusou symbol on it. All you have to do is reach your hand out to the pedestal, and the trial will start. So basically, the other said that I think you guys should do these trials. That way, you guys should do these trials. That way, you guys will have the power that you need to take down this evil force that's making its way to Earth. So basically, with no hesitation, Matoa went to go stop trials, while Cole and the others decide to stay behind in case the Dreadnought forces attack the city, and the other was like, alright then, but still, if you guys do have the time, in case the Dreadnought forces doesn't attack the city, I suggest you go join Toe and Bam and do the trials. A couple of minutes later, we see Toe and Bam climbing up the mountain, and they got to the top of the mountain where the trials were being held at. So basically, they got to the podium. Bam was the first one up the mountain. Made it up. So basically, Bam was the first up. With the first one to made it up to the top of the mountain, where he saw the pedestal where the trials were being held at. So basically, he reached his hand out and got teleported inside the pedestal where his trial started again. So basically, we see Seto was telling him about his trial. So basically, so he said, Bam, your trial will be about flexibility. So basically, Seto said, you need to defeat this mindful monster while dropping this egg. So basically, if you drop the egg will multiply. So basically, Ban's trial was about flexibility. So basically, all Ban has to do to pass his trial is to defeat a mindful monster without dropping the egg. If he does, the egg will multiply. So anyway, Ban's trial was about flexibility. Now, when Toe made it up the mountain, he activated his trial. So basically, Seto showed up, Seto showed up and told her that, your trial will be about, will be about not bragging. So basically, Seto said, your trial, you need to defeat 1,000 Dreadnought So basically, Toa's trial is about you need to defeat 1,000 Dreadnought foot soldiers while saying a word. So basically, his trial that he needed to defeat 1,000 foes while saying a word. So basically, Toa is kind of a bragger. So basically, Toa's trial was about him not trash talking during the fight and whatnot. So basically, his trial, he needed to defeat 1,000 he needed to pay 1,000 dread not footsteps while saying the word. So anyway, while Bam and Toe were doing their trials, the others, so Canal was telling Moses Service Rex that, was talking to Moses Service Rex that, he decided to go join the he decided to go join Toe and Ben and go do the trials. And at that moment, a meteor landed in the city, and turns out it was this giant space dragon that belonged to Pachier. So basically, turns out this. So basically, this giant space dragon landed in the middle of the city that belonged to Pachier. So basically, the others tried to use the Zord to. So basically, they tried to use the power of the Zord to take down the giant space dragon, but so basically they tried to take down the giant space dragon, but the space dragon was too powerful for the Zords and forced them out of their Megazords and whatnot. And the space dragon took down their Megazords with very little effort. So basically that's when Pachier showed up and said, "This is my space dragon. This space dragon helped me conquer many planets and shit like that." So anyway, so basically Pachier had like one of those Japanese gores and shit, and store his space dragon inside his gore, like inside his gore. So basically, he had a gore that he used to store his space dragon in. So anyway, so basically, that's when Cole and the others started to fight Pachier, and Pachier was mocking the floor with Cole, Asha, Melt, and the Canal. So basically, that's when Cole used the power of the Max Resource Changer and transformed into his Max Resource armor. So basically, that's when Cole. And that's when Pachier used the power of the card that Pachier used to copy Cole's Max Resource finisher attack and use it against Cole. So basically, Price used the card that Pachier used to copy. I mean that Pachier made a cut. So basically, Pachier used the card that copy Cole's Max Resource finisher and used it against Cole and force it and defeated Cole with it. So basically, Pachier had used Cole's finishing attack against Cole. So basically, Pachier used Cole's finishing attack against Cole. Pachier used Cole's finishing attack against Cole. So basically, Pachier had the opportunity to finish off Cole, Asha, Melt, and Canal right there, but Pachier was like, you know what, this is way too easy. So basically, Pachier said, I'm gonna give you guys 3 days to get your act together. So basically, in 3 days, so basically, Pachier said that, you know what, I'm not going to beat you guys right now. So basically, I'm going to get you guys 3 days to get your act together and give me a decent fight. So basically, Price gave Cole the other 3 days to get their stuff together. After 3 days, Price said, me and my space dragon will come back in 3 days and destroy you guys once and for all. The rest of the resources and the rest of Earth. So basically, Price left. So Price disappeared. And Cole was kind of disappointed that maybe I got overconfident with the Max Resource armor. So basically, blah blah blah. So anyway, the others the others was looking around at the destroyed city after the damage that Pachier's space dragon did. So basically, Cole and others were looking at the damage that Pachier's space dragon did towards the city and whatnot. So anyway, So the episode ended with Cole being upset that he got defeated by Precious, and he felt because him being overconfident with his new powers and whatnot. So basically, this is how the episode ended with Cole being upset, upset after being defeated by Precious, and looking around at the destruction that Precious Space Dragon did towards the city, and this is how the episode ended. So basically, Precious is I gotta say, Precious is a really powerful fighter, and he has a good power too. So anyway, this was a good episode. So basically, this was a very good episode. I can't wait to the next episode and see how they're gonna take down Precious and his space dragon. So anyway, this episode was a very good episode, and also a good episode for Cole and others to learn a very important lesson as well. So anyway, this episode was good. So anyway, like always, it's Cynthia Michaels sign off. What you guys think about this episode? Was it good? Was it bad? Or was it just okay? Now, this is Cynthia Michaels sign off. 1,